Hello, welcome to another Toy Story review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Toy Story 3. Let's get into it. First, the story. A 17-year-old Andy is heading to college and mistakenly discards his toys. Believing they are unwanted, they are donated to Sunnyside Daycare. They seem like it's a nice place, but it is actually revealed that the playroom is actually a dystopian prison run by a bitter bear teddy bear named Lotso, forcing the toys to stage a daring escape. Okay, so I think the only reason people even like this movie is just the ending at all. I mean, yeah, the ending is sad. It might shed a tear to your eyes. Andy giving away his favorite toy, Woody, to Bonnie. Yeah, it must feel hard giving away your toys. No, not me. I'm a plush tuber. I'm gonna keep these things. Yeah, but what about anything before the ending? Like the story. Nobody ever seems to talk about that. That it has an underrated story. You know, when you when you tell Toy Story 3 to your friends, they'll probably bring up the ending first and not the story itself. I don't know. I just feel like the story itself is pretty underrated. Like nobody really talks about it that much. They only talk about the ending. They only talk about lots of Huggy Bear and his backstory. They only talk about the intro. They don't ever talk about the story itself. Like they don't talk about the high school adventure. Like it's so underrated. And what do I think of it? Uh, this is pretty much the same kind of plot as Toy Story and Toy Story 2, where the toys are trapped in a place that is dangerous, and it also has that rescue mission where Woody has to bust them out. It has the same kind of elements as the first and second movie, so the story's not really that original. And Lotso Huggy Bear, he's a twist villain, which okay, they're just reusing villain elements here. See, the good thing about what's his name? Sideshow Bob. Yeah, the good thing about Stinky P. Stinky P. The thing about Stinky P is that I could have never seen that he was a twist villain a mile away, and he's actually set up good as a twist villain. But this, okay, you're just reusing elements, buddy. Don't tell me all your movies are just gonna have twist villains. No, you gotta change it up a bit to keep your movies fresh. Don't just have everyone as the twist villain. So now, when I walk into Toy Story 4, I'm gonna think there's a twist villain in there, when in reality there isn't. So the story is all right. It's decent enough. I'll give the story like, okay, this might be a hot take, an 8.5 out of 10. The, the ending and the intro saved it. The ending and the intro saved it. The story as a whole is kind of Now, the animation. The animation has improved so much. Like, the humans are not as badly designed anymore. I mean, I can finally look at Bonnie with a pleasant, calm face on me instead of being terrified of those things. I mean, it doesn't have that kind of crisp animation from Toy Story 2. It's just kind of have that bulgy modern kind of animation, Like it's not that crisp or beautiful to look at. It just goes for a more bland kind of style, I mean, sure, the character designs are not bad. It's just it's just has I see this kind of animation like every 2010 movie, so the animation doesn't really stand out from the other ones. Doesn't really have that crisp animation from Toy Story 2, so yeah. However, it did improve from the first two, so I'll have to give it that. So I'll give the animation kind of like an 8 out of 10. Sorry if I'm being a little critical. I'm just giving my honest opinion. Now the characters. So Buzz is pretty funny in this one because he's portrayed as a villain in this one. When Lotso Huggy Bear changes his settings, and him as a villain is something I never thought I would ever see. But then when Woody tries to change it back to normal, he speaks Spanish now. That was pretty funny. And then we got Sheriff Woody. Wait, why did I talk about Buzz first and then Sheriff Woody? Like, Woody's still the main character. This is not Cars 2 where, like, the sidekick takes the spotlight. No, why did I talk about Buzz first? Okay, Woody. He's still a charming character in this one as he was in the last one. Not in the first, though. Where he's just some jealous psychopath. I like his heroic character arc, you know? The rest of the characters, just like the first one, they don't really do much, but they're just kind of like the comic relief characters, like, but they don't get like sidelined. They're still there. They just don't have anything to do with the plot. Unlike in Toy Story 4, where we don't even get to see them at all, and we just see the new characters instead. But I'll review that on Saturday or maybe Friday, if I have enough time, because I'm seeing Toy Story 5 that day. And I don't know if I'm going to be having a lot of time to review, but whatever. And Lotso Huggy Bear, he's no sideshow, but I mean Stinky Pete. I'm sorry. So he's kind of fine. I understand his backstory. Ooh, dang, that must hurt. But you are no Stinky Pete, and you never will be Stinky Pete. So I give the characters like maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. Giving this movie a 9.5 out of 10. A low 9.5 out of 10. Like, it barely just got the 9.5 out of 10. Like, it was almost close to a 9 out of 10, but no. It got a 9.5 out of 10. You're lucky this time, buddy. I used to think this movie was mid because I didn't really like the story that much, and I don't know, I never really liked the villain. Like, the only thing I liked about this movie was the ending, but other than that, I just thought it was mid. But now watching it nowadays, it's pretty solid. I don't know. It's just like Up and Coco, where they only bring up like the sad parts / emotional parts, but they never bring up the story at all. And I know there's gonna be some people in the comments saying, "Hey, why are you being too critic to Toy Story 3?" And I'm gonna be saying, "Cause I don't really like the story, okay? That doesn't mean I really like the ending." And then we're just gonna have an argument in the comments, bro. Like, what? I bet if I come up to someone and told them I hate Toy Story 3, they're probably gonna say, "Hey, did you not cry at the ending?" And I'm gonna say, "I never said I hated the ending. I never said I hated it as a whole." I'm like, okay, you get the point. I don't really like the story, and I do. And the only thing I liked about this movie was the ending. So yeah, I think you get the point now. So yeah. See you all when I review the 4th movie, and then the 5th movie when I watch it. Bye.